Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? It's your girl Carolina with Trucks to Tech. Um, Day 14 since I started this 100-day challenge. Just want to give you guys a real quick update. Life been lifing, but still I've still been very diligent with my studying, learning all of my network basics. Guess really this video is gonna just give you guys a quick little peek at some of my progress, as well as, some of my most recent thoughts and feelings. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you guys really, I'm studying in my car in between jobs. So you got me. Usually I got my little laptop. I got my mouse, keyboard, things like that. Everything's Bluetooth. What we're not gonna do is, I got a couple achievements unlocked recently going through this lesson plan. Right now I've been really kind of moving slow motion, trying to make sure I get a thorough understanding of playing around with the packet tracer, as well as learning to subnet. I really want to get very comfortable with doing those two particular things right now. And then upcoming days, I'm probably going to be practicing, especially with packet tracer, building my own network projects. I'm going to start with something simple, and then gradually start as we go along this journey, building more and more elaborate little projects of my own inside that world. I do record my screen captures. At some point I'm gonna do a much longer video for all of this, and I'm gonna go show you guys really the struggle I've been going through. But all in all, I'm really loving this journey. I'm really proud of myself. I do have to kind of hold myself to the fire a lot, like, hey, gotta get it done. If there's anyone out there that's thinking about getting into anything IT, my best suggestion is do it now. Anything, something. Cisco Networking Academy is free. A lot of their courses are free. Just dabble. Anything you might have an interest in, but learn the foundations as best you can, and then just see really which direction is going to call to you. Originally got into this thinking, cybersecurity, that was all the hype, but I was just, as interesting as that is, I like touching things with my hands. So, I found myself falling very naturally and being very naturally attracted to networking, actual touching hardware and engineering and hooking up everything. So I love that whole aspect of putting things together and making them talk to each other. Things go down, swapping out components, all of that. I love it. I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. I actually went to college fresh out of high school for computer science. Wasn't quite for me. I was not in the right headspace, and now I'm just living a different life, to where now I'm too busy trying to take care of my family and everything else, that college right now is not an option, which is why we're going the path that we are. But this is still something very near and dear to my heart. Love it all. But yes, no, do something, anything. Now's the time. We all only get 24 hours in a day. What are you going to do with your 24 is really up to you. I give 11 hours, anywhere from between 11 to 12 hours to my main job. In the evening, I give my second job another 4 to 5. And then 2 hours of study. I'm really running on fumes, but sometimes you gotta sacrifice. How bad do you really want this? And I really want this, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this my all. Even if I'm not actually on my laptop, studying, practicing, everything, my content that I consume while I'm going about my regular day-to-day activities, job, and everything, everything revolves around what I'm trying to do. You know, YouTube, Professor Messer, Bearded IT Dad, Network Check. I'm following all of them. You know, and if you guys have an Amazon Music subscription, you know, that's finally linked up with Audible, you get a free book every month, free audio book to listen to every month, as long as you're paying your subscription. I also have the CCNA study guide on my Audible app. I listen to that instead of music. I do take about an hour or two on my day. You know, I gotta get the jams right. Gotta get, you know, gotta get all that. Gotta get the vibes going. So, you know, I do this. I'm not just completely black IT'd in, but you know, you gotta lock in. Gotta get it done. But I really do appreciate you guys for, you know, your love, your support, and for following me along with this journey. Thank you so much. You guys be blessed. I'll see you out on the road.